and I'm talking to you with this hand. I'm also going to need help. Sandra, I know you're on here. Hopefully, you can pull up the US presentation for me, and you can share your screen and we can go through the information together if you don't mind. Sandra, are you available?
Yes, I am going to share as soon as possible. You can
No
start.
problem. Take your time. Let me start with everything, and then when you're ready, I'll say if you could please share your screen, that would be wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, for me, it's a very unique situation because the lady that started out the call, right, and I said this if any of you were on our Monday call. It's a surreal feeling when someone that's coached you and mentored you introduces you in front of a group of people. Like it's even though I didn't hear it, and even though I was running around my office, I'm still smiling ear to ear because I'm like, I know her. I know her. She's become like a second mom to me. She's been my coach and mentor in the business world. Because of Sherry, I found myself opening multiple companies and creating a lot of success and impacting a lot of lives around the world. And I would call Sherry from different countries and I would say, thank you. And she would say, for what? And I'd say, I found myself teaching and training information today that you taught me. And everyone looked at me and said, wow. And it wasn't me, it was my mentor. And I said, Sherry, someday the community is going to meet you. And I'm really excited that Viago gets to see who you are today. And so thank you for being a part of our company. Thank you for impacting my life. And ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time, right? I know that a friend or a family member or a business partner, somebody asked you to join this Zoom and they were excited and they were telling you you have to see this and then all of a sudden you jump on and it's like waiting for a host and you're going, man, like what's going on? What is this? And so I'm going to do my best to share this information. But let me say this. I grew up in Minnesota. So I know there's some Minnesota folks on here because usually there are. I grew up in Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen, and what happened is that I was told that if I wanted to become successful, that I needed to go to school. My dad was from East Africa. My mom was from a place called Dubai. And so what ended up happening is we got to the United States when I was 10, and I got very, very fortunate to go to university and play sports. I had a chance to play American football. And the reason I'm saying American football is because around the world, what is our soccer is their football. And there are people from different parts of the world that are on. So I'm going to say American football. In my senior year, I tore everything in my right knee, my ACL, MCL, and PCL ligament. And what happened is that was it. Like my dreams were taken from me as I got injured because they said no more professional sports. And I didn't know what I was going to do. Like literally, ladies and gentlemen, I sat back and I thought about, what my future was really going to look like. And I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you were stuck and you didn't know what you were going to do. Oh,
In progress.
look at this. Now I'm on here twice. This tells you we're set for a fun night. Like I went from my cell phone back to my computer. Okay, Sandra, you can stop sharing screen. Perfect. Now I feel like I'm in my element. Like I feel like I got my mojo back, just so you guys know. Like I'm sitting in my office and everything is great. So let me just do this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do one more thing, and we are now golden. How beautiful is this? So I just want to tell each and every one of you that I got to the point where I graduated from university with 3 degrees, and I found myself, interviewing for a job. And I don't know if you guys ever remember interviewing or putting your resume together, but I did it. I put my resume together, and my best job offer was $35,000 a year. And I want to tell you what happened. What happened was on my interview, the person that was interviewing me said to me, your resume looks nice, but you have no work experience. And I said, yes, because I was told to go to college. And they said, well, yeah, we'll offer you $35,000 a year because you have no experience. And I said, but I have my degrees. And what ended up happening was I found myself at a beginning level, and I was making less than $3,000 a month. And my friend called me and he said, hey, what are you doing? And I said this magical word of nothing. And he said, I'm going to pick you up. We're going to go to a meeting. And I met a guy that was making $12,000 a month. And that's a lot of money for me. It may not be for you, but that was a lot of money for me. And I remember meeting the guy and I was like, listen, I just want to know what you do. And he showed me this profession, what I'm about to show you today, except he showed me like the cassette tape version of what you're about to see. What you're about to see is the new technology, that like the speed of light, like the simplicity. And by the way, I gotta be careful because I'm not making fun of that company. That company was number one on the Inc. 500. It was number one in America for privately held companies in America, like number one. It grew at 35,000% growth. And the lady that co-founded the company, her name is Sherry Sharman. Maybe that sounds familiar to you. It was the lady that started the call. And she was also the number one income earner. And she was making a six-figure income monthly. And I remember when I finally got a chance to meet her, and she said she would help me and coach me and mentor me, my life changed. And so tonight we're going to talk about a company called Viago. And Viago, ladies and gentlemen, maybe you already heard the name, or maybe you heard somebody say, we're going to travel the world and have fun. I don't know what you heard. What I'll tell you is I'm going to go through the details. But the people that I've had the fortune, like a real fortunate situation, like I don't know, being in the right place at the right time, but to partner with some of these individuals to create this company. One of them is our CEO. His name is Isaac Ben-Shabbat. Isaac created a skincare company. His partner was L'Oreal, and they opened 900 stores in 40 countries. My other business partner is a guy named Eddie Head. Him and his business partners created the largest travel club in the world. Millions upon millions of members, billions upon billions of revenue. And we all came together a few years ago and said, if we could do it again, how would we make it different? How would we make it better? How would we create a membership that would create this community that everybody would want to be a part of? And Viago was born. Via means the way, the path. Or in Spanish, it means the road. And go means to go. And we wanted to create a global, wealthy community where we could help guide people to go to success with their health, success with relationships, success mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. And so we're going to talk about this membership, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm so excited about because there's multiple categories inside of this membership that every time I show it, people get more and more excited. And our company's growing at a rate that I can't even believe. Like we're at double-digit growth. Like we've been growing at 20%, 30%, 40% month over month. Like the numbers are incredible right now. So we pre-launched back in July. We officially had a launch event in October. And that's when I called Sherry, and her and her husband came to Las Vegas to see the launch event of our company. And then our official software launched December 3rd. Like it was incredible. And this membership, ladies and gentlemen, has multiple categories. We're going to start with travel. Like, do you know when you get a Netflix membership or Hulu or Peacock, like you get a username and password and it allows you entry into their site, or Amazon Prime or anything like that? Ours is similar. You get a username and password, and it gives you access to this website, which is yours, a website and a back office to Club Viago. And what happens is you get now the ability to have unlimited wholesale travel and lifestyle. Wholesale. It's funny. I went to physical therapy today, and my physical therapist for my knees was like, what do you do? You're energetic. And we started talking, and I told him about a luxury lifestyle and travel membership. And he was like, what is that? And in 5 minutes, he was blown away. I'm going to take a little bit more than 5 minutes to give you some examples. But when I show you what's inside of here in the comparison, we're going to start with hotel. Now, we have hotel, car rentals, all kinds of things. We do have flights. But I want you to know that I'm not going to spend much time on flights because they're FAA regulated. And a lot of the websites that you see, the flight prices are going to be similar. But the other websites that are out there, like Priceline, Expedia, Booking.com,
They get wholesale pricing, but they don't give it to you. They mark it up and give you a little higher than wholesale. I'll show you. Look at this Vegas hotel. The public price, which was Priceline, was $149. Look at the Viago price. It's a 33% savings. This is Miami, Florida. This is a 37% savings. This is Glacier National Park. Like, I'm just going through this because you get it. Like, after one or two, you start going, I get it. Like, Puerto Vallarta, 73% savings. New York, 57% savings. Like, I just want you to understand. Oh, Venice, a 54% savings. I went to Colombia, and I want you to understand, I wanted to stay at the Marriott. Like, that was my choice. And on our site, on the Viago site, the price difference was not that great of a savings. But then underneath it, I saw the Grand Hyatt, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is also a 5-star hotel. And so I looked at the Grand Hyatt, and the Priceline price was $279 a night. Our price was $139. So I want you to understand, it may not be the exact hotel, but it'll definitely be the same class of service. I'm showing you examples of the exact hotel. That's category number one. Category number two is our escapes. Our escapes are vacations that we design, 4- and 5-star vacations that have so many key things added to it. We pick the location, we pick the date, we do everything for you. So look inside. Like, this is 5 days, 4 nights, Playa del Carmen. This property is a 4-diamond property. That's this property. And I'll tell you that not only do you get round trip airport transfer, that means from the airport to the resort back to the airport, there's a welcome reception that we put together for you. It's all inclusive. There's a foam pool party. Like, there's a host waiting for you. That's all in this trip. Normally, this would cost you $1,703 without flights, without. Because you're a Club Viago member, it's $850. But wait, it does get better. We created a rewards program. Like, I know everyone has some sort of rewards. Grocery store, gas station, Subway. Subway's got rewards. Pizza places have rewards now. Have you ever built up like your miles or your points on a credit card? I remember I had 1,000 points on my credit card. I was so excited, and then I went to redeem it, and it was like $10. I'm like, this is stupid. I have 1,000 points. I spent a lot of money, and the point of it is that a lot of rewards programs, I mean, they're nice, but you get very little. Like, you have to do a lot of points to get something. What I'm excited about ours, by the way, there's actually a rewards program inside of the booking engine. So the first category I showed you, it has its own rewards program. So don't get confused with that. This is a rewards program for our escapes, which are designed vacations. So you can use the points that I'm talking about here and also in one other place. These points, 1 point equals $1. I'll say it again. 1 point equals $1. And you know, people always ask me, how do I get the points? We give it to you. When you become a member, immediately we give you 600 points. How great is that? 600. And you're going, Muzaffar, that's $600. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It is. So guess what happens? You can use it on vacations like this. So not only was $850 a great price, but now it's $700 per person. Look at this one. Vietnam, $475. Dubai. By the way, this one has caught a lot of eyes. Like, a lot of people booked this one to the point where we sold out twice. We had to do 2 vacations. I remember when Sherry was looking at this, and she almost got worried. She was like, I think it's sold out. I'm like, Sherry, it's okay. There's another one coming. Like, don't worry. And then she was like, well, wait a minute. I don't want to go for 5 days. And her husband's on here, and he knows this. He's like, Sherry, listen, Sherry, if she's going to go, she wants to go enjoy. She wants to relax. She wants to enjoy life. She's always told me, you know, Muzaffar, you have to stop and smell the roses. And it's one thing that I've learned from Sherry was how to love life, how to live life. And even when we were not working together, and talk about a second mom, she would always call me and say, have you stopped and done something with your wife and daughters? Are you always working? Have you stopped and smelled the roses? That's who she is. And so she wants to go enjoy her time in Dubai. There's over 400 people going on this trip for $539. I mean, here's another one for $449. Look at all the bullet points that are included. I'm blown away at what Club Viago, what our team has put together. There's more. There's Spain, there's Italy, there's Greece, there's Thailand, there's South Africa. By the way, if you see me looking over here, which means I'm not looking at you, it's because I have another screen. As you can tell, I went technology crazy today before this presentation started. Anyways, I just want y'all to know that there's so many beautiful vacations and escapes. We have two categories to escapes. One is reward escapes, and the other is escape your way. What that means is that you can create your own. You can create your own. You know, Sherry and one of our new business partners, Rika, introduced a phenomenal young lady named Jen. And she has a whole team of women. And she was like, listen, we want to do our own, like just for my team of women that we have. And we're all going to join Viago. And so we'll do stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen. You pick the date, you pick the location, we'll put it together for you. The next categories are telemedicine, which gives you access to a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I've used this multiple times. The most recent was when my daughter got sick in December, had 102.5 degree temp. And I want you to understand that that's my daughter. And my wife was like, we got to go to urgent care. My daughter's crying. And I'm like, just everybody hold on. I took her home. I put her to bed. I didn't want to take her on more sick people. I went on the telemed. I booked an appointment and they called me in 2 minutes. They said, I know exactly what she has. Don't worry. And they sent the prescription to the pharmacy. I'm so blown away by all of this. This is another one of my favorite areas. By the way, I think my friend is on here tonight. I asked her to join. You're gonna hear her testimonial, so I don't want to steal her thunder. There's so many discounts on here. When you hear hers, I'm gonna make all of you a promise. I'm gonna tell you what this does right now. This saves you at least $4,000 a year. And everybody goes, at least. Just wait till you hear her testimonial. But you can save money at the movie theater. You can save money at buying things, at like a golf place, at a restaurant, at Sunglass Hut, at SeaWorld. I went to SeaWorld. Okay, I went to visit Sherry and SeaWorld. Sherry, just know it wasn't SeaWorld and then Sherry. It was Sherry and then SeaWorld. And my daughters had to go see Nana Sherry. And here's what happened is we went to SeaWorld and my wife was like, did you get the tickets on the membership? And I forgot. And I was like, it's okay. Like if we save $10 or $20, our family's doing okay. And I looked at the price of the ticket, it was $109. And I'm like, to get into SeaWorld? And then I went on the membership and it was $59. And my wife looked at me with that look, like, I don't know if any of y'all are married, but when your spouse gives you that, I told you so look, and it's kind of a funny one. But anyways, I got the tickets online. And then I felt bad because everybody behind me was about to pay $109. And I had a moral dilemma. Do I let them pay $109 or do I tell them about our membership and get kicked out of SeaWorld forever? So, you know, I went to SeaWorld and let people go through what they go through. So it's up to you to help people. We have over 1 million retailers, 80,000 events. Like these are some that I did for a Mexico presentation, a Shakira concert, Alejandro Fernandez concert, F1 Formula Racing in Mexico, $22. Are you kidding me? Like for F1, like that's so incredible. And then we have our shopping area. It's like our marketplace where we have the most incredible skincare, nutrition. It's funny, I've been using this product that's inside. This is a brain health formula that's inside of our shopping cart. Some of you guys have points. And you can use your points to buy the price of these products down, like discount it even further than it already is. So let's talk about all of this. Discount travel, VIP escapes, experiences. Like this membership is phenomenal. I'm going to make you a promise. The model of my CEO is one of the best models I've ever heard. And I've never heard other CEOs say it like this. His model was we give our community more than they give us. So let me explain. The minute you become a Viago member, a Club Viago member, to get this membership, the setup cost is $450. Isaac decided to give everyone 600 points. 1 point equals $1. So you spent $450 and you got 600. You know, Sherry and Rika's friend Jennifer was like, Mazafra, that's like a travel savings account almost. She's like, that's crazy. And then when I told her that you spend $99 for the membership every month and you get $100 points, which yes, $1 equals a point. She was like, Mazafra, that's like putting money away in a savings account that you can use later. She goes, I've never seen that in our profession. And normally when I get to this part, people go, well, that just sounds too good to be true. And I go, thank you. Like, that's the best compliment I could receive. That means that all of us are doing our job right. But wait, it gets better. You know I was going to say that one more time, right? But wait, there's more. But wait, it gets better. What do you get after being loyal, like to your cell phone company, to the gym, to Hulu, to Netflix, to your insurance company, to like anyone that you're paying a monthly bill to? What do you get for paying the bill 12 months in a row? And most people go, you know what I get, Mazafra? Another bill. Like, I get it. Do you know what you get with Club Viago? A gift for being loyal for 12 months, consecutive months. Consecutive. You either get a vacation or an extra 1,000 Viago points. How many of you are mathing the math? 600 to start, 100 every month for 12 months, and an extra 1,000 at the end. That's 2,800 points, and 1 point equals $1. It's about living life amplified every day, everywhere. But all of you have got to be thinking of people that you know, and I want to show you that you can become an ambassador and help us market this. Like, I was watching the Super Bowl, and one commercial airtime was $3 million, not including the actors and actresses and sports figures that they paid to be on the commercial. With us, we don't pay for advertisement or commercials. I mean, we pay you to transfer your trust, to bring your connections to us. We pay you. So when you refer someone, you'll earn an income. And you can refer people all over the world. There are people from multiple countries on here. We're open in 40 countries. We have a whole software system that tracks everything. And you get that system for $49. We spend millions. You spend $49 one time. And every year to maintain your business system, it's $99. But there's 5 ways we get paid. I used to get paid one way. There was a name for it. It was called crappy. Have you ever heard of it? Like, seriously, like, if I worked, I made money. If I didn't work, I didn't make money. I have so many friends that are in the same boat. And they said, Mazafra, we get paid 5 ways. I'm going to show you two of them. The first is a referral bonus. So when you introduce somebody and they become part of Club Viago, you earn $100. So you introduce one, you'll make $100. You introduce two, 200, 500, 10, 1,000. It's no limit. You can introduce as many people as you want to. When they told me that, I said, watch out. I'm introducing everybody. I'd rather somebody say no to me than not talk to them and watch that person say yes to someone else. Like, I'm so glad I called Sherry Sharman. My goodness. If any one of y'all would have called her and I had to see her on this call building a big team sponsored by somebody else, I would I'd be happy. I'd be clapping. I'd be like, yay, Sherry. But I would have like this inside feeling like, oh my God, I should have called her. Anyways, talk to the people that you know, because if you don't, somebody else will. So when you get 6, I know you're going, Mazafra, I can do the math. That's $600. Yes, but there's more. Told you I was going to say it. Wait, there's more. You get your membership for free. Yes, that sounds too good to be true, but it's not. 6 personal referrals. Not only do you earn 600, but now every month your membership is free. But wait, there's more. You still get the 100 travel points, even though you're not paying the $99. Like, I love this company. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. So now what happens? Everybody that joins is paying the $99. And guess what? You're going to earn a residual income. My friend Troy said that a residual dollar is better than a regular dollar. So let me show you what happens. When you introduce a few people who introduce a few people. So let's say that you introduced, let me go through this. I'm gonna pick out names. let's say you introduce Kathy, and Kathy introduced Monica, Alejandra, or Alexandra. Let's say that. Maybe it's Alejandra, maybe. So Kathy introduced Monica. Let's just do Monica. Monica introduces Billy. Billy introduces Soda, right? That's actually his name, by the way. He's got a brother named Juice, and he's, and I'm just kidding, Soda. And then they introduce, let's pick another name, Ricky, right? And so now you've got 5 people, right? So you've got 5. And all you did was introduce one. And then you introduce me, and I introduced my best friend Juan. And Juan introduces Tony. Tony introduces Kim. Kim introduces Julie. And you now have 5 on your second team. And everybody's paying their membership. You're earning $50 a month. As long as everybody keeps the $99 membership, you're guaranteed $50 a month. When it gets to 1010, your income jumps. This is just one bonus to $200 a month. And then 25, it gets to $500 a month. And everybody's asking me, how does that happen? Well, think about this. I introduced Sherry. In her first week, she introduced 6 people. One of them was a lady named Kathy. In Kathy's first 4 days, she introduced 6. One of Sherry's others was a guy named Ricky. In his first 24 hours of work, he introduced 9. Can you see how that's going to help this thing grow, ladies and gentlemen? When it gets to, so we have a rank. Like what happens is that when you get to 5.5, you're a bronze ambassador. And then you go to silver ambassador, gold ambassador, sapphire. You're now earning $1,000 every month. Emerald ambassador is $2,000 a month. Diamond is $5,000 a month. Blue diamond, $10,000. Red diamond, $20,000. Purple diamond, $36,000. And the one that no one has achieved yet, because we're brand new, is black diamond. But it's going to happen. Somebody this year, or some 2 people, like 3 people, I don't know. But I know there's going to be at least a couple of black diamonds this year, ladies and gentlemen. And Sherry's already claiming it. Now I believe it, just so you know. And I'll tell you right now that it is simple, but it takes work. There is no get rich quick. Like, I'm not here to tell you that just because you join, you're going to earn money. Just like if you go to a gym, they're not going to tell you that you'll get muscles just because you joined. We will teach you and train you how to do this, but you got to do the work. We have an online system, ladies and gentlemen, that'll train you called Inner Circle. We have live events that are happening, but I want you to hear from a couple of people. One is my friend. It's a young lady that I heard her story. Literally, what is today? Wednesday, yesterday. Her name is Amanda. And I heard Amanda's story yesterday. I'm asking her to unmute and she could show her video. Amanda, if you could tell everybody what happened when you use this membership. Get ready, everybody, because you're going to go, your jaw's about to drop, because mine did. And I asked Amanda to share her story. So Amanda, if you could share with everyone what's happened since you joined Viago and some of the savings that you've had, it would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. And man, if I wasn't already signed up, Ms. Offer, I would be signing up all over again. That was phenomenal. So good evening, everyone. My name is Amanda Meyer. My husband, Terry, and I live in Greenville, South Carolina. We are a recently retired military family. We've got 5 kids. I'm a former 2nd grade teacher here as well. We love Viago. We were playing around with the membership, just kind of diving in. And as a retired military family, we were not loyal to any type of insurance company anymore, because as most people know, with being a military family, you're with USAA. So we dove into our member deals, went over to Insurance and Protect under the shopping deals, and we did an apples to apples comparison. So my insurance, my car insurance, my husband's car, and our daughter's car, for 3 cars, same exact insurance, and we were able to save $2,600 a year in savings for something we were already paying for. So our hair's on fire just because we feel like it's costing people more money to be a non-member than it is to be a member. So thank you, Member Deals, and thank you, Viago.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing your story. And I'd love to go over to my friend Steve. Steve, would you share your story with everybody? Oh, I gotta ask him to unmute. Hold on, bud. I got you. There you go.
Thanks, Muzaffar. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a golf coach here in Southern California. I love what I do, but you know, if I'm not teaching, I'm not making money. And when I got started, I just wanted to look into the membership. We had a big launch in Las Vegas, so I had to go. And we were staying at the Rio. I did a search for all the public search engines, and the best I found was $212. Went into my brand new Viago membership. Very first time I used it, and I saved $60 per night. It was $180 for the 3 days that I was there. Immediately knew the value. And then recently, last month, I got my 6, or 2 months ago, rather, I got my 6. It's really fun to get an email that says, hey, we're not charging you this month. And then you log into your back office and you still see 100 points coming in. And that's just a phenomenal thing. So the monies are real. I went to Bali. That was absolutely incredible. $500 at a 5-star resort. I had never done a 5-star experience. I can't let my friends do 3 stars anymore. Not when we can do it. Not what we can do, what we do. So the trips have been amazing. The money's getting real, and I love what I'm doing. Thanks a lot, Viago.
Perfect. Appreciate it. Thank you for sharing, my friend. And I'm just going to keep this simple, ladies and gentlemen. Let's wrap this up because, you know, our trainings, we have regionals, we have national trainings, ladies and gentlemen. We'll explain all of this to you, but let's talk about how do you get started. It's really simple, right? The 450 plus the 49 is 499. I mean, that's just what it is. And then what happens is you get your website, you get your 600 points. And then our goal, I can't say we'll do it for you, but our goal is to help you get your 6. There's still, what is it? It's the 19th of February. There's still 10 days. No, well, counting today, there's 10, but starting, there's 9 more days left. If you just introduced one a day, we could get you 6 before February ends. And starting March, you'd have no membership cost. You'd have the membership, but no cost. And the timing of this is incredible. So your friend that introduced you is saying, let's go. Like that's what they're saying. Let's go. And this is your position. And it's yours to keep or yours to give away. And people go, why would I give it away? Listen, let me just explain. Once you get started, no one can take this membership away from you. Matter of fact, not like this position. Matter of fact, seeing the business tonight, this next position is yours. Therefore, anyone that comes starting tomorrow, once you're in the system, they will go underneath you. So when your friend introduces Andy, Andy will go under you unless you choose to give your position away. What does that mean? Well, maybe you want to wait and think about it. And then your friend is going to go introduce Andy, and Andy's going to get signed up. And you basically gave Andy your position. Because then when you're ready to get started, you'll go in the next available spot because we don't insert anybody. You may say, but I saw it first, but you didn't get started first. It is first come, first serve. There is truth to the early bird gets the worm. Be the early bird. Be the person that makes a decision to get started and be an A. And that's what I did. And I just made a decision to get started because I didn't want to miss this one, not this opportunity. I missed other opportunities, but I'm not missing this one. And B as someone that wants to be a customer, and C as someone that wants to wait and see. And I'll tell you something, a lady that I introduced not too long ago, I was nervous to introduce her. She was my mentor, a second mom, and you know, she married the love of her life. She has a son, beautiful grandchildren. She takes care of her mom, who's 92. She just invested in a major business. And I'm sitting there going, what, like, she's probably going to say no. And my wife was like, call her. I'm like, yeah, but it's Sherry. My wife was like, call her. And then I think my wife got mad at me. She was like, would you just call her now? And some of you are like, I know your wife. She doesn't talk like that. Well, you don't know her when you're not around. Like, I'm just telling you. So, and right now she's not in the room, so I can say this. Anyway, the point is that she made me call Sherry, and I'm so glad she did. And Sherry, you've been a big blessing to me, this community. But why? Literally, you have, like, you're retired. Like, why? Why Viago? Why now? And I'm so grateful that Alex is on board with you and that you guys made the decision together, but why? And I would love for you to share with everyone and help us wrap up this call, and I'll turn it over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Muzaffar. And you know what? Started out a little crazy, but it turned out to be a phenomenal call. And thank you all for your patience. And I just want to say why. Very simply, I don't know if you can see all these people that are on this call. It's the community that Viago has. Yes, I mean, what Amanda said, I mean, there's so many people talking about how much money they're saving. They'll never go off this membership. So think about that. When somebody pays and the owner of the company says, we give more than what we receive. And that is his motto in life. He lives by that. And so when you really get to see it, and for me, I know, Muzaffar, I've had an advantage. In fact, my good friend Soda brought it up to me because I was saying, well, what about this person? What about this person? He goes, they got to see it. They need to feel it. And going to that event in Las Vegas when Alex and I went, my husband, he actually is the one who encouraged me to get back in the field and start building again, because he goes, you want your legacy to be this company. He goes, this group of people, my husband's from Australia, and everyone welcomed him so much, and he just felt like part of the family. And we came home and went to work, and I'll tell you, I am so grateful that we did. And for any of you that are on this call and you're going, I don't know if I can do this, it's a lot of information. Guess what? You can actually earn money while you're learning. And that's, there are very few careers out there that you can actually do that and have the potential of making a strong 6-figure income. And when you know my background, I was a preschool teacher, a Montessori preschool teacher before I got involved in this industry. And what ended up happening is I learned how to build teams. And that's what we'll show you how to do. We do these calls every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. We have a call coming up on Saturday. And we're also going to be doing a training for you, teaching you how, step by step, how to build this business. And for all of you that are on this call, please do me a big favor. Get with the person who invited you out. Tell them you're ready to get started. Be that A, be the A team. Be someone that says, you know what, I'm going to learn this and I'm going to get residual income. I had the good fortune when I was younger, I did the first Kawasaki jet ski commercial, and I had my first experience of receiving royalties. When I did a 30-second commercial that it was in Hawaii. It took me a week of filming and all this, but all that time went into 30 seconds. But every time it showed on television, I got a check. And that's what this business is about. You show it to a couple people, they show it to people, and you're going to start getting checks and you're going to start earning money. And it's so amazing. And that's what we want for every one of you, because that's where time freedom comes from. It's like, Muzaffar, I'm so excited that not only are you an amazing coach and teacher, but I look at how you have time with your family and what you do with your family. And it's like, that's what this life is all about. It's not how much money you make. It's how much time you have to enjoy life, and come travel the world with us. There's a whole bunch of us on this call that are going to Dubai, and it's my birthday month, so we're celebrating that in, halfway around the world. But it's like, how fun is it to travel with people you like? This community is positive. They're motivated. They want to help you succeed. I've never seen a community like this in my 30 plus years in this industry. So welcome. And like I said, get with the person who invited you out. Get signed up tonight, because you never know who they're going to talk to tomorrow, because the longer you wait, the farther you fall in their organization. So get started. Thank you so much for being on this call. God bless and have a wonderful evening.